So you're all on mute, so I can't hear you. You can hear me. And we have a very short time together. So let's get started. See if you can get your screens down on your mat. Most of you are fine. I can see you. Just to give me a direction, not that in the limited time, but we'll do the best we can. Either sit on your mat in a cross-legged position that works best for you, or you can sit on a chair in a cross-legged position that works best for you. Do you have an actual Iyengar yoga chair there? I think one of you do. Is that Hannah? You've got an Iyengar yoga chair, or you've got a chair with bars. Amazing. You could do a lot with that. I do a lot of work with that in my Iyengar class on a Wednesday morning. In fact, we just finished a 90-minute session and we do use the chair a lot. It changes a lot. We can do quite a lot, but we're doing the Iyengar method, but we're not using the chair as fully as I'd like to. So we'll sit on the option is you can sit on a chair. You can see I've got my sofa on my left. You can sit on a sofa, or you can sit in any cross-leg position. I like sitting on a bolster. It's just a yoga bolster. You can even sit on 2 foam blocks, just because height is nice when you sit cross-legged, for the simple reason that when you sit cross-legged and you have a height, we want the knees to go below the hips, for the reason that when we're sitting, we want the pelvis to open. And then, of course, when we're practicing yoga, the key actually is, of course, we use the physical body to do our practice, but really, more than the physical, the emphasis is really on the breathing body. And we need to work with our breath. And as you all know, the reason we're on this platform is to work with the breath, to bring quiet to the mind, but more to work through the nervous system and to bring the nervous system into balance, your hormonal system, your respiratory system, your digestive system, all the working systems and the glandular. So just going to bring harmony back into the body. And then that, of course, will align with whatever we go through in our lives on a physical, mental, or emotional level. So find that seat that works for you. When the knees are higher than the hip bones, when you're working with your breath, this gateway here, which is your pathway to the lower abdominal region, is going to get blocked. So we really do want to descend, thighs, knees down. And of course, the more open the pelvis and the hips, the more access you have to the upper body. You have a happier relationship with your thoracic, in turn with your heart space. And this is where that prana sits. So just a quick recap that we do want to work through the energy centers, being the earth energy, which is very grounding, you're here. And then you want to access your water energy, which sits around the navel, solar plexus area. We want to come to the navel area, which is your fire. And then, of course, move up to the heart space, which is the air, the breath, the prana, the seat of understanding, love, and compassion. So if we don't work up towards that, we're not going to come to the collarbones and in turn access our mental and emotional state. So it really is a powerful journey through the physical body. Hence, we do the postures before we come to the breath, and eventually you want to work together in harmony. You want to work body, breath, access your mind. So just sit, find that spot that works best. If you press your feet when you're sitting in cross legs, ideally you want the feet underneath your knees. You don't want to bring them too close. You want this space here. There's like a base here, like a triangular space. So you want the gap. So when you're sitting, we have a square. Maintain as much as possible. And of course, the more we work through the physical, you're going to access through that. And so you open up the hips and seats better. Palms rest gently, softly on the thighs. Slight elbow bend will give you a lift through the side body. We want to take the ears back and just take the gaze inward. Just take your time, exhale now. Exhale through the mouth so you can access a little bit lower towards the abdomen, but eventually close your eyes, take your awareness within, and just observe the area around the abdomen for a moment. You don't have to do anything, you just have to observe. Observe how the abdomen rises, expands a little bit on your own inhalation. And at the same time, as the breath leaves the body, how the abdomen falls, softens and relaxes. So just be there. And this is how we'll then take over when you're ready. So keep watching, aware, abdomen, how it just opens up, expands, rises a little bit. And on the exhalation, notice what happens around the abdomen region. And when that happens, do you get a little tense around the groins or around the hips? Because there is a contraction there. But in time, as we practice, we become more aware. So on the next abdomen inhalation, you take over and see if you can bring the breath a little bit higher towards your heart space. Inhale through the nose. Pause a moment. You can exhale through the nose. Feel the exhalation leave. And notice, do you contract around the groins? Try and press the feet so the knees, thighs descend. So there is a release for that exhalation further than the navel and the belly. Do that 3 more times. So you'll just, in your own time, at your own pace, you'll just take an inhalation through the nose. We want to exhale through the nose, but if you're not used to it, exhale through the mouth and feel the connection towards the abdomen. And eventually you practice, you self-practice doing your breathing, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. And there are many variations of breath and working with the breath. And so we can go through those the rest of the time we're together until the end of the year, just really working through our breathing as well as a little bit of physical practice. On the next exhalation, we keep pressing the feet, connecting. We'll bring the palms to our heart space, roll the elbows down, feel the side body lift. We'll take another breath in. Pause. Maintain the space. Exhale without collapsing. And just bow your head. And from here, we release the hands onto the thighs and extend the legs. So straighten the legs, and again, just stay on that seat because it's a nice height. Take your palms, roll your inner thighs down to the floor. So then we begin to work through the pelvis here. So the inner thighs roll down, and just give your legs a little rub, because when they're in cross legs, you don't want to get stiff. So just walk, rub your palms along the legs. Really appreciate. We need our legs to serve us well. So give them a little connection with your touch. Bend the left knee. Bring the heel close. Now when we're on height, it's easier for you to connect your thigh to your chest. You can bring your chest onto the thigh, you see. You need to press the left foot and notice that you don't let this right leg roll outward because then you're going to lose it. You keep the inner thigh rolling down, so we want the alignment with the hip. Interlock your hands and sit up. Connect. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just feel the exhalation leaving again through that compression around the belly to the thigh and through the right inner thigh. Maintain the height. Take an inhale, hold on. With your left palm, extend the right arm up, palm open, extend the fingers, shoulders down, breathe in. See if you can lean back just a little bit, because we want to create space between the belly, the chest, and the thigh, so we can press the left foot, grow a little bit taller, and bring the outer right arm outside the left knee. And you can just be there. This left hand now can release. If you can go on the floor, press the fingertips on the floor, lift the back up. Don't turn the head, turn the chest. Think lower belly over to the left, then chest turning, and then maybe the gaze will turn. Those of you who can actually bend the right elbow, you can hook the right elbow, and you can keep that palm extended, open, fingers stretched, and turn. Please don't force anything to happen. We don't want to force the practice. We want to sit up, come into what we call Marichyasana, which is a gentle twist, just serving from the mid back to the upper back. Ideally, try not to turn from the lower back. And then keep pressing the left foot, extending the right foot, right toes flexed, sole of the foot open, inner thigh moving down. Another inhalation, exhalation. And again, use your breath wisely. Don't get stuck with trying to exhale through the nose. You can go through the mouth. If you're finding inhaling through the nose also a challenge at times, just breathe in through the mouth, exhale through the mouth, and release. And then release the foot, release the leg. And again, just inner thighs need to roll down, and we'll bend the right knee. Heel close to where your seat is, interlock, sit up. So you want this chest to come forward, connect, because there's a lot of sitting poses we do here. But ideally first, let's think, how are we going to open this back body? Left arm up, and as you bring it up, of course, as much as you can, line it with the ear. Again, this challenging right hand back, create space. We lean back to create space, so internalize abdominal wall over to the right thigh as we come back and connect chest to thigh and hook. Try not to let the left hip leg come forward, because then you're going to be working through the spine, through moving the lower back, and you don't want that. Stay there and just do a little turn and get the spine upright again. If you can bend the elbow, please do. Again, don't force anything to happen. You may be here with a straight arm. Use your fingers on the floor, turn, the chest will turn, and then the gaze. Try not to work with the head first, because you've got to go through those energy centers we talked about. Think base, earth energy. Think abdomen, water energy. Come to navel, a little bit of fire, get that little turn in. And then you can come towards that heart space and take a breath in. So hopefully you're breathing, you're feeling it in your back body, just around the shoulder blades, keeping the spine, keeping the lift. Exhale. Do another breath in the pose. Observe the breath as it leaves through the body. And very slowly release and come back to your center. And then again, straighten the legs. Just a little note on the breathing. Some of us, we're so used to breathing without awareness that we end up becoming what we call upper chest breathers. And the breath will just come from here. You'll just breathe in from here, and you'll breathe out from here. So there's a void. We're breathing in from here, and we're breathing out from here. And we really want to notice when you do breathe in, is it coming from here? Is it coming from here? Or can you actually expand on the belly and breathe in? Let's create space in the groins now. Now, not all of you will have a bolster. It's fine. Don't use the bolster. I am hoping all of you at least have one foam block for your practice. So if that you have the foam block, that would be great. Can you put the foam block in the middle of the mat? So not only does this support the knees, but it will help you open up what we call the quads. And I want to get to the groins this morning. So come and put your knees on the foam block. And I'd like you to bring your chair onto the mat. If you don't have the chair, you can just use the edge of your sofa. You can use the edge of an armchair, whatever works best for you. So you just decide, because the hands are going somewhere. I've got this, you know when you work on a new mat and it refuses to unwind, and this one's been doing that all morning, but it'll get there once I've used it for a while. We're here with the knees on the foam block. Can you curl your toes under, please? And as painful and as uncomfortable as it might be, unless you've had foot or toe surgery or anything really not working, then of course have your feet flat. If you can curl the toes under and sit on your heels, wonderful for our arches, and we just sit here for a moment. Apart from the fact it's going to just help the lower back and the pelvis open a little bit. Just for a moment, it gets better and better, trust me. Hopefully, well, don't believe anyone that says trust me, they say, but I didn't, please do, just bear with me. Trust the process, don't trust me. Exhale. So onto the knees, hands on the chair. Now, you can move the knees back a little bit and we can work with the chair a little forward. Let's just see how we go. Right foot will come forward and you want enough space that you're working through what we call the left thigh here. So hands on the chair, walk your right foot underneath your chair, get your knee to the base of the chair. It will drop the thigh down. Notice here, it drops your thigh down. Yeah? So hands will just stay on the chair. The right foot is underneath the chair. I'd like you to slide the knee back just a little bit, as much as you can, and see if you can slide the knee to the floor, just touching. The back foot is flat now. If you can do that, it's going to take the skin on the top of the knee higher to the thigh, and you're going to get a little opening through your thigh bone and the inner thigh. See how you feel? From here, can we take the left forearm on the chair horizontal? So we're already bringing this back round here. And then can you take the right palm on the lower back? You press the left forearm on the chair, you turn the chest, and we do similar to what we did sitting in cross leg, but now feel the space being created from your left hip, your groin, your thigh. You come onto the little toe side, you turn, you can take your gaze up if your neck will let you, but again, please don't stress, put any stress or tension on the body. Just see where this rotation is going. Take a breath in. Allow yourself to press the right foot, the forearm on the left. Exhale. Get a little more opening through the groin on the left. And then bring the right hand back. Both hands on the chair. Slowly you'll take the right foot back with both knees on the foam block. Curl the toes under and sit on your heels and the palms on your thighs. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a breath in. Exhale. Observe the left thigh to the right, the left groin, the left hip, and how you feel sitting on your heels as well on the left side compared to. Let's do the other side. Left foot forward. From here again, knee to the edge of the chair. Slide the knee back, just gently please. It just needs to slide off that foam block and touch the floor, gently. Roll onto the little toe side. Already there's a little hello there, a little awareness in the right inner groin. Right forearm on the chair, that's horizontal. Take a moment, feel the opening and the extension through the quad. And then very slowly, can we take the left hand on the lower back? This is really to just gently move the tail down, get a little more from your quad thigh. If you're ready, press the forearm, turn. So again, we're coming from mid-back, upper back to get the turn just there. Well done, take a breath in. You can turn the chest and your freedom in the neck. The gaze can go over, find a corner in your room. The gaze can go up to the ceiling. To get a little shift through the neck as well at the same time. One more breath in. Find the exhale. Try not to rush. Try and connect really low. Come all the way out of your earth energy on that exhale. And then slowly we come back. Left hand on the chair, come up and take your left knee back. You go back on the foam block, curl the toes under, and you sit on your heels. And take a moment. Close your eyes, breathe in, and breathe out. Leave your foam block there. Put your hands on the chair. Bring yourself up. Please have the chair on the mat. We don't want the chair to slip. Separate your feet hip width. And now just have to extend back. We didn't walk the feet any further forward. Or back. We just got up from where our seat was and we've gone back. Take a breath in. Can you move your chest down? Lift the kneecaps up. And please see if you can rotate the outer upper arms to the inner upper arm so they go up to the ceiling. So you have an opportunity to open your chest just a little more. And from here, look at your feet. Can you turn the right heel in just a little bit? So you can press the right heel into the floor. take the left foot forward in line with your chair seat. So in line with your chair leg underneath the seat. So try and extend both legs. Press the right heel, lift the left kneecap up, open your chest, look forward, hold on to the seat of the chair. Stay for a moment, breathe in, exhale. We're going to take that right forearm down. So again, are you able to take the right forearm down? And are you lifting the back heel up? It's a lot of work on that back heel and the back leg. It's going to help you open the hamstring. If it's too much, you don't have to take the forearm down. You can just leave the palm down and come forward. Or you can bend that front knee a little bit or the back knee. But we want to try and get the extension and the alignment. If you can put the left hand on the lower back, turn. It's tiny turn. It's a tiny turn. Focus on right heel, left leg extending. Very nice. Take a breath in. Soften through the abdomen. Lift the abdomen up. Exhale. Bring the left hand on the chair, the right hand on the chair. Chest opening. Look forward. And left foot goes back. It lines up with the right foot, feet are hip width, extend back. Move the hips, the buttocks back, spread the buttocks up to the ceiling, lift the thigh bones up. Breathe in. Exhale. Turn the left heel in and step the right foot forward, toes underneath the chair a little bit. Extend both legs, look forward. So again, holding onto the sides of the chair or pressing the chair, work through your left heel. Extending side body, lifting right kneecap up. Breathe in. Find that exhale for yourself. See if you can take it all the way down and out and press the left heel, left forearm on the seat. Again, both sides might be different, so please do exactly what you did on the other side if possible. Right palm, lower back. Working left heel down, right leg into the hip, we turn the chest. Try not to turn the head first. Work from the left heel, right hip going back in order for you to get the turn. We're not here to twist the lower back or twist through the lower back. We're just here to find a turn through the back body. Breathe in. Well done. Exhale. And very slowly, let's take the right foot back. First, put the hands on the chair, look forward, extend, chest open, and then slowly right foot back. Again, both heels into the ground, kneecaps up, extend all the way back, breathe in, exhale, and very slowly, if you can, both knees back on the foam block. And sit on your heels, toes curled, take a moment. Close your eyes, breathe in, exhale. If you have 2 foam blocks, that would be great. If you don't have 2 foam blocks and you have a brick is good. A yoga brick or 2 foam blocks. I'd like you to sit on the foam blocks here and put your feet here. The chair is behind you and I'm holding onto the chair legs there. The feet are hip width. So the chair is behind you and the feet are hip width. And I want you to hold on to the chair legs. And now pull the chair legs down with your hands and open your chest. Press your feet. So you should be able to feel, don't be too close to the chair. I'm actually a little bit too close. I'm just going to move it back a little bit. I want you to have a little space so you can actually you see the shoulder blades, feel the shoulder blades on my chair. As you press your feet, you feel this opening through the chest. So we're going back into the back. So take your awareness into your back, press your feet, and just connect to the chair. If you're not sure what I'm saying when I say we're going to press our feet and lift the hips off, you can watch and then do it. So we're going to press our feet, press the hands into the chair, and we'll take you to a supported back bend, but it's through the legs. It's through the opening on the inner thighs. Press your feet, we lift the hips up, we lift the inner thighs up, and it helps you rest your upper back on the chair, and I'm just going to take the arms around the chair. And then the work is feet in the thighs up, feet in the thighs up, feet in the thighs up. So you've got this bridge action happening with the work of your feet and your legs, and you're working through the outer thighs. Try not to squeeze the buttocks. We want the glutes to engage, and we want to go back to the hips, the hip bones, and think, can I press my feet, lift my inner thighs a little more, really bring some activity through those legs, and move the hip bones away from one another so the pelvis begins to open. And the energy from the base of the spine comes through the side body towards your heart center, towards your collarbones. Take your time. Go up. Breathe in. Very nice. Take a moment. Feet firmly on the floor. Feet firmly on the floor. Work through the legs. Yeah, take the hands, the arms around the chair. One more inhale. And we want a very slow, controlled descent. Slowly working through the back body. Hold on to the chair. And descending very slow. Let the back open. Let the back open. And sit. And just be there. Taking a breath in. Observing the energy shift. Allowing yourself to exhale. Let's do that once more. Press your hands, hold, connect, go a little higher through the pelvis, press the hands down, rest the shoulders on the chair, lift the pelvis, and really move the pelvis up, take the arms around the top of the chair, take them outside the chair, and then on top, lift, lift, lift. Press, press, press the feet, lift, and just settle down the entire upper back body onto the chair. Now, can we stay with the hands on the chair, around the chair, on the top of the chair, on the sides of the chair, and just drop the pelvis down a little so you feel the seat of the chair in your upper back. So now I want you to drop your pelvis. So the pelvic bowl around the pelvis and the lower belly is dropping, and there's a little bit of awareness of the seat of the chair right below the shoulder blades, at the lower shoulder blades where they begin. We want to get that back bending action. Just a touch. You just feel that lovely opening in the back. It's very safe. We just want to do what we can and become aware where the opening is coming for yourself. And then again, let's pick up in the pelvis again. So we straighten, there you go, lift, and then again, a slow descent all the way down. So you get into your back bend. And yes, very nice. And now just sit. Now cross your legs the other way to the way you started. You're on a height, just cross the legs and be still. And now when you sit and you're still, observe the energy coming from the back body, through the back of the head to the forefront of the brain. Palms gently resting on your thighs. Allow the outer knees, thighs to descend. Breathe in. Pause. Maintain the stillness of your body. Exhale. Observe. 2 more times. Take an inhale. Pause. Exhale. See if you can stay empty, move the thighs down, press the feet. Don't be quick to inhale. And now inhale. So when you pause on the exhalation as well, we call that retention. When you pause on the inhale, retain the breath, there's an opportunity for that exhalation to expand. And you're working through the lungs, you're increasing your lung capacity. And again, when you exhale and you try and stay empty a little, there's more that we can do on that exhalation, but we'll talk about that as we go along. Because then we want to maintain the exhalation out and don't be quick to inhale. And then after your next exhalation, gently open your eyes, observe your state of mind, and let's take that into a forward bend to calm the entire nervous system down. So then we take, again, you can choose to stay on the 2 blocks, so you can reduce down to 1. Whatever works best for you, you decide. We're turning around. We sit on the edge of that block, and we want to take the chair to a point where we need to get as much extension as possible. Now, I notice some of you have the chair with the bar at the end, which is great. The bar at the end, at the back of the chair, you can actually press the soles of your feet to the bar. If you don't have a bar, please don't worry. I'm just saying, because I've noticed that there is a bar on some of your chairs, which is wonderful. So you can take the soles of your feet to the bar, hold on to the chair legs and sit up. So as you pull the chair legs, press your heels away, sit up. Feel the back body that we've just opened now come to the front body. So we're going to try and mirror the back body to the front body. Keep those legs active, inner thighs down, bring your hands on the chair seat, sit up. Exhale. If you can go higher now and get the arms, go higher. Pull the arms, sit up. Thighs down, inhale. As you can come forward, we bend the elbows down on the outer edges of the chair and see, are we able to rest the forehead on the edge? If it doesn't happen, please don't worry. Just release the forehead towards the chair. Keep your eyes closed, move your thighs down, breathe in. Now it's a forward bend, so we want to breathe into the back body, and you want to exhale through the back body as well. That's it. So breathe in through the back, breathe into the back. You can even breathe in from the base of the spine. If you take your awareness to the body parts that we talk about, the breath will go there. If you're just breathing with your awareness and your attention somewhere else, we're not going to be able to exhale where you want your exhalation to go. In order to release any tension you may be holding on to. And that comes in many forms. It's not just in the physical body. It could be in your mental and emotional states as well. And then inhale and very slowly bring yourself up. Thighs go down. Sit yourself up. And now cross your legs again the other way. And notice where this is for you now. Bringing the base of your spine towards the shoulder blades where you went into your back bend, towards the collarbones, around the front shoulders. Feel the expansion in your body. Take the ears back so the neck is longer and the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale. Observe. Left arm straight up, right palm behind you. As you extend the left arm up, put the left hand on the outer knee and turn. Exhale. Breathe in. Allow yourself to breathe out. Exhale completely. Right arm goes all the way up. Take an inhale, swap. And then again, turn. As you exhale, taking another breath in. As you breathe out, and come back to your center. You're going to lie on your back and put your thighs on the chair. And this is where you end the class. When you finish, the lady that's just come in, just to let you know, we've been doing yoga since 10 a.m. We are now finished. We started at 10 a.m. and we're just ending the class. It was at 10 a.m. I'm sorry you missed it. Maybe next.
Sorry about that. Next time, sorry.
Don't worry. I didn't want to ignore you were sitting on the screen. I wanted to let you in so you knew that we have just finished. It's usually 10 to 10:30, but I've gone over this morning.
Right. I'll join next time. Sorry, I had computer issues too. Sorry.
Wishing you all the best. See you next week. Everyone else, please lie down on your back and you put your calves on your chair. Try and scoop the tailbone as close as the chair as you can, or bring the chair towards the tailbone. So you have what we call a perpendicular drop to your thighs. Yeah, so a little bit closer, really. Even if you can scoop the buttocks underneath the chair, even better. Head support as you need it. And just rest. Let the knees go out. Relax your feet. Outer arms on the floor, please. Always turn the palms up. And take the arms away from the body. So there's an opening for your heart space. When the arms are away from the body, then there's an opportunity for the breath to come up to the heart space. You're resting on the back of your hands too, eyes closed. You just have to take your awareness to your abdomen, observe the rhythm of your own breathing as the abdomen expands on your inhalation and releases and softens on the exhalation. If you've got the chair, then rest your calves on top of the chair, the legs on top. Better that you have a drop for your pelvis, because we did the back bend and the forward bending as well. Take your time. You're in your own space. You can be here as long as you need to. If you want to practice a little more inhalation with your breathing and exhalation, you can, or simply just stay in observation without the need to activate or the feeling that something needs to happen here. Nothing needs to happen. Rest the physical body. Let the breathing body take over. So we then come towards our mental and emotional bodies. Thank you for practicing, everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday and a week ahead, and I'll see you next week. When you come out of practice, sit again, cross the legs the other way, and then seal your practice with an exhalation. Namaste. I'm going to quietly sign off and let you be in your space.